After a thrilling first half of quarterfinals in Fargo Dome today, we move to the latter half featuring the still unbeaten Kindred Vikings defending their top seed up against these Killdeer Cowboys. This team hadn't been to state in 61 years. Now Kindred is trying for their 24th straight win. Killdeer looking for the biggest upset of this tournament. Now we're in the second quarter. Vikings by 8. Jacob Starchevich with the steal and the fast break. Thunders to the bucket. Smacked on the head, but it goes in anyway. Kindred's lead gets to double digits. Now later in the quarter, Nikori Dahlin gets the steal, goes for the layup, and what a block from Starchevich. The Cowboys recover though. Pass out for Cooper Bang, living up to his namesake. That three rattles in. Underdogs are hanging in this game, but last couple minutes of the half, another Starchevich steal. Sprinting cross court, goes for the alley-oop, and oh my goodness, Brooks Bacco, the freshman, with the dunk of the year, plus the foul. Are you kidding me now? Kindred going into the break up by 12, and the Vikings roll into the semifinals with a 65-41 win. So now we have the finished Division A bracket after day one. Devils Lake and Grafton advancing earlier today for the early semifinal tomorrow. In the late one, we have the still undefeated Kindred Vikings facing the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. The 7 consecutive Region 4 champs will try and knock off the Vikings. And the semifinals are set for 6:30 and 8:15 p.m. tip-off back at Fargo Dome. Number 1 seed in Class B, North Star, got their tournament underway against the Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. This out in Minot. LLM keeping it close thanks to the deep ball. Max Muslin hits from spot up 3 from way downtown. Now the Bearcats have a well-balanced offense. That includes feeding Dan Hagler inside. Here he muscles in for the tough layup. But on the other end, the Lobos are holding their own as the 8th seed. Ryan Karlgaard hits the turnaround mid-range jumper. LLM kept it within single digits for most of this game, but Holger gets the breakaway steal, and he wants to get a slam of his own in this dunk party tonight, proving to be way too much. The Bearcats advance to the semis after cruising to a 52-38 victory. Now the Lions took on Sargent County Bulldogs. We interrupt our normally scheduled programming to show you the Jet Lundeen and Ramsey Walls show. Lundeen was feeling himself early. Sargent County looking to spoil the night for the locals in attendance. Luke Martinson elevates for the tidy finish over the outstretched Walls. Now, since when does Nikola Jokic play for Bishop Ryan? Look at this precise pass from Walls on the backdoor cut to guess who? It's Jet Lundeen. That center making that pass, ladies and gents. Now the Bulldogs turning defense into offense. Nicholas Hansen gets the steal coast to coast, finishes through the contact and one. But the Lions end up proving to be too much for the Bulldogs tonight. Bishop Ryan advances after leading wire to wire over the Bulldogs 58-44. And now we have the updated Division B bracket. It's a Western sweep. Bowman County beats our Redeemers in the early Western battle. West Hope Newburgh beats the EKM Rebels by just 6 to advance. Those couple games we had earlier. And then the other semifinal, we're going to see the North Star Bearcats and Bishop Ryan Lions battle it out for a spot in the state finale. Now both these semis are early in Minot tomorrow. We have 1 p.m. and 2:45 p.m. Going across the river to Minnesota, we're in just the beginning of the Class A girls basketball tournament. We have 2 teams in our area battling today. The Foston Greyhounds fall to the Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart Mustangs in a 72-35 loss in the Greyhounds' first trip to state in 18 years. And for the second game, the Underwood Rockets get a strong 10-point win over the Southwest Minnesota Christian Eagles. Rockets play the top overall seeded Goodhue in tomorrow's semifinal. That's coming up at noon, so a pretty tough challenge for them going into that game, but it's good to see sort of all the tournaments colliding.
You get the 3 different classifications in North Dakota boys and girls. You have Minnesota playing, so there's a lot going on.
Whole lot going on right now. Minnesota boys next week, so it'll all come together.
Russ is